and so I turned it into a penis pump, something to make my wang a little bit bigger, because I thought you might like that.
I would not be comfortable with that in the house.
I thought you said you wanted a bigger one.
I don't want that into the house. I'm scared the kids might find that.
Well, that's why I didn't bring it into the home.
Okay, so you just threw it in the ash can.
No, I threw it in the ashtray of the car. I had it in the glove compartment, as a matter of fact.
Bringing it to the
I was using it as
junkyard. You were going to throw it away.
And my penis.
Did we just get bleeped?
What was that red light that flashed? I don't know. I'm seeing things. I bumped my head after the wreck. You.
All right, now hold on.
Wait a second. I think this reenactment might need to be interrupted by the new dump guy getting yelled at by Adam.
All right, we're getting...
This is the wish of a dying, meth-addicted woman.
She has one dying wish.
Here is the goddamn problem with the dumps. If it just made a beep sound, it would be fine, but it doesn't. It jumps ahead or behind or whatever in the show 8 seconds and confuses the F out of everybody, you retard. So let's decide on what we can do and what we can't do. Please, let me just say this. Forget about the reenactment for a second.
How can we?
We are stabbing ourselves with our own knives at this point. The FCC, and now...
What?
Oh, okay. I don't know. He's... All right.
This is our third dump guy we should mention in the past month.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Bruska's in there with the dump guy, whose name we haven't gotten to know because I don't want to befriend him. He'll just get fired.
Bruska's got him in a sleeper hold. Good.
Yeah, exactly. I will get fired. Look, I'm not the FCC.
No,
I'm not trying to be the FCC.
But
they gave me guidelines. You had too much context for what you were talking about.
What about S-less?
What about what?
You just bleeped him for saying S-less.
No, that was an accident, actually.
Okay.
That was I was writing a note.
Fair enough. That's a mistake.
No, the first two.
Hold on. Where is the button that you can be writing a note and hit it
right
all
here,
of a sudden?
right by my left hand.
Do you have a penis pump on while you're doing it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
No, I'm not trying to be a jerk.
No.
It's my second day. You guys you get a little too much context.
Here's the problem.
What do you expect me to do?
Here's the problem. Too much context.
I
don't think is the right use of that word, but that brings us to a bigger problem, which is they have, and don't take this in the spirit in which it's intended. They have peons running the dump button, which is the problem. I'm sure you're not the highest paid guy at this station. I'm sure you're not the most qualified guy at this station.
I ran a college station for like 4 years, so I know my way
Junior
around.
college does not count.
Junior, Michigan State University.
Look,
it's a university.
You ran a college station. You just told me 10 seconds ago you're making yourself a note and hit the dump button with your elbow.
Well, I'm getting yelled at on the air. Also, I worked with you at Loveline. Maybe you remember that?
No.
See? Exactly.
I don't remember
I used to have
that.
Brian's job, coincidentally.
You should be fighting hard to get it back.
Well,
here's all I'm saying.
Brian doesn't remember you either, and he remembers everything.
that's because he was gone. I took his position.
Oh.
See?
You are obviously going to take a certain amount of crap on this job because you're dumping
I'm
out
in a
the
no-win
show's
situation.
content. Yes, you're a no-win. I would give you the same advice I would give to meter maids, which is quit.
The good
Have
news
some
is
dignity
you're fired.
and quit. Really, what are they paying you?
Well,
$9 an hour?
You know what? The only reason, medical benefits.
Oh, that's a good reason.
He
gets medical?
He gets
Wait a second,
medical.
Brian
doesn't get any.
Neither does Jerron. Probably neither does Kyle, or any of our people don't.
Well, what do you get an hour, though? What is your hourly
It's not
wage?
hour, it's salary.
Salary.
What?
Well, I can do the math. I didn't run a college radio
it's not
station,
much,
but I can figure it out. What is it?
Pays rent.
What do they pay you
allows
a
me
week?
to do things at night. So
What do they pay you a week?
I don't know if I can. Can I even say that?
Yeah, sure. Lennox Lewis just said what he got paid. If you don't like the answer, you can dump your answer.
Much. I mean, obviously, it's not much.
What is it? $700 a week?
Not even that.
Not even that.
No.
Okay.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Wait a second. You know what I just deduced? Someone's making more than Brian, the sound effects guy.
Here's my point,
Well,
and
wasn't Brian doing this?
It's my overall.
No,
he wasn't. Okay.
It's my overall point, which is we have a guy who's making $9.50 an hour deciding what gets out on the air on this radio show, and not only in this station in Los Angeles, but the other 10 or 11 markets we're in. I don't think that's a great strategy. I'm not I'm not blaming you.
No, but don't you think the real problem is that the FCC doesn't give us like hard guidelines?
They said penis, by the way. You could say
no,
penis.
but he was describing what he was doing with it, and that's why.
But here's
just the word out of context is totally
yes. There's a fundamental, there's an overall problem. As I've said before, I liken it to the terrorists. They don't have to bomb a building or blow up an airplane every other week. They just do it once every 10 years, and then we die our slow death every time we take our shoes off at the airport. The FCC levies a few fines. Everyone is scared S-less. Everyone is scared, and it's like having an evil, drunken stepdad. There's no rules.
If I had my choice, I wouldn't bleep anything. You know
Wait,
that.
dumb guy, can I know your name? I want to know your name.
No.
Lance. You want me to dump my name?
Adam didn't really want to know your name because he doesn't want to get too attached when you get
I know,
fired.
but I feel bad. Lance is he's just the messenger. I see his problem.
Exactly. I'm not trying to neuter your show.
But I don't want to learn the dump guy's name like Julia Roberts didn't want to kiss in Pretty Woman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's
attached.
too intimate. It's going to get attached. You're just a John. You'll be moving on.
Pretty Woman ended. It had a happy ending.
Yeah, but this isn't.
Not unless. I'll tell you what didn't have a happy ending was the reenactment. It's over. We got to go to break.
Look, let me just speak to a bigger problem here. Lance, yes, of course it's not your fault. It's the fault of the people that decide it would be a good idea to take a guy who makes $1 over minimum wage and have him control a button that controls the content of the show. We are doing it to ourselves. Nobody's going to complain. The FCC is not going to fine anybody about a penis pump. We are doing it to ourselves, and that's the sad part.
I don't want to do it. Look, it is my second day. I would like to keep it for 1 week.
Shut up.
1 week.
All right, we'll send you back to that college station in Eastern Michigan. Here's the point. We are effing ourselves with this, and it's the greatest joke the FCC's ever played on us. We don't know what the rules are. Jack Silver doesn't know what the rules are. All Jack Silver knows is I'm dumb, and I'm scared, and I don't want to get fined, so I'm going to tell Lance over here, who's also dumb and scared, even more dumber and even more scared, if you can imagine that, than Jack Silver. He says to him, hit that dump button, or you will end up with the last two guys who we ironically had to dump for not hitting the dump button. Now, you're scared S-less, and you're hitting that thing like you're playing whack-a-mole. Thank you. All right.